We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Tonight's sale is going to be starting shortly, so please stick around and wait until we go live. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff for you to see and buy tonight. So make sure you stick around until we go live. It's coming. Please stand by. Hey everyone. Oh, push the button on the front, the focus button. In the front.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that'll. We are up, guys. Good evening. They cleaned the room and we can't find the wireless mic. So I'm going to be talking to you on this mic. Isn't that nice? And Terry's going to turn the volume up so I don't have to get right up to it. Terry, can you turn Mr. Volume up?
I did, all the way.
Good. We are running a little late, but we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to get through this mess. We are. Folks, I want to make sure everybody understands you have to be registered at sale.tntamusements.com if you want to bid. I checked about half an hour ago, and everybody was good. So we are in good order for bidding. I'm going to get you up on the screen because they're busy getting the television set up next to here. We have some really great stuff. There's 3 ways to bid. Best offer, which will be the first item. Then we have buy it now, where we're going to give you a price, and whoever hits the buy it now button first, which will be on the left of your screen. You see the red symbol that says reserve not met. The buy it now price will suddenly appear there, and then you click if you want it. And then the right price, which we have a lot of fun with, because you have an opportunity to pick out the right price, what you're willing to pay for something. And you'd be surprised how many people overguess what we're asking, which is actually good in a way, but I end up losing a little more money than I guess I could. But, oh, is the sales page up? Everything should be up.
Now it is.
It is up. Good. Thank you. Okay, now I can see my screen. Yeah, just hit your refresh button. Adam is on from Australia. Poor Adam finally got his package. We shipped on February 16th. We sent the Pinbot Translate. He bought back in like 3-4 best offer sales ago. 5, I guess. And he just got it. It suddenly appeared in Miami, Florida, 2 months later, and bang, he got it a week later. So Adam has now got his Pinbot. Everything we shipped has arrived. Sometimes it's the oddest thing. Now, we're going to pack everything up and ship it out on Monday. Anything you bid tonight on, we will send you a bill later tonight or tomorrow. You pay with PayPal, okay? And then we will pack and ship Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes some people don't get their payments in until Wednesday. But everybody knows here we'll get the stuff out right away at the cheapest possible price, okay? We will refund money if you overpay. You will never be asked for more money, okay? That's nice. And do you know we've been doing best offer sales now a week over a year? We started a year and a week ago. And you know why we started? Because of the COVID. COVID hit us hard, of course. Hit everybody hard. Everybody's been having issues. But we're going to start, and we're going to move stuff right along. I think things will go. My wife said, get rid of some books. So I said, I will try. I have 3 books that I had in my collection. Life Goes to the Movies. This is a not a hardback, but boy, it's a coffee table style book. There's a lot of pages. Gino, can you zoom in? Oh, our guest tonight, Gino, and we have JT, who's actually picking up his World Cup soccer. Can you swing the camera around so we can see both JT, and we need your beautiful face.
Oh, man.
Gino is on hand for eye candy.
I don't even know.
You have to just get up a little bit. There we go. There's my Gino.
Okay.
And, of course, Terry is working the computer. Timmy and Sean are doing deliveries. There's Terrikins.
Yeah.
And Sean and Timmy went to Brooklyn, New York, a long drive to deliver a Miss Pac-Man. We sell them games as you know, bargain basement Miss Pac-Man that we electronically shop for $1,300. Then on the way back, they delivered a jukebox to get the lid fixed, and then they stopped at do an adjustment on a Monster Bash. Oh, you know what? We sold the last Stranger Things limited edition in the world. We delivered the last new one to a customer yesterday. So anyway, let's get back to this, and we're going to move right along. Life Goes to the Movies is book number 1. The Joy of Marilyn. This is a hardback, okay? It is full of pictures. It was probably a gift to me, and of course I went through it 2 or 3 times. Lots of pictures of the lovely Marilyn Monroe, the most amazing woman on earth. And then lastly, a real thick hardback, The Art of Hanna-Barbera, or Barbera, as some people call it. All kinds of pictures. The Flintstones, the Jetsons, Huckleberry Hound, Yogi Bear, and big color images. Also how they animated them, the stories, the trials and tribulations, all behind all these wonderful shows, including Scooby-Doo and the Partridge Family. They actually had a Partridge Family cartoon. You can zoom back out. So here we go. We're going to have a best offer, $35. Puck Chucker is the high bid for 3 books. Start the countdown, Terry, please. The countdown has started. There's 17 seconds. $35, we'll buy it. By the way, we always, if the reserve's not met, you'll see a red symbol. But we have low reserves on everything, don't we? Gino's laughing. We just stuffed the boy earlier. Yeah, and we stuffed JT too. It looks like, we got a new bid of 50 from Puck Chucker. Actually, somebody must have jumped in. You know, we can't roll that screen in any closer, can we? Is the cable loose? I'm afraid we'll lose it. Maybe we better not touch it.
Yeah.
Let's not touch anything tonight.
Sounds good.
We already lost. Analyzer is here. Hello, how you doing? That's Lenny. We did a cleanup here. Next week, Pete, who's also another volunteer, came up with this great new way to set the studio up. And next week, we already got this space cleared. We will be moving slightly, and everything will be very concise. And the wires will be run permanently, so we won't have a screw up. It's sold to Puck Chucker. Thank you, sir. Now, these can actually go in the kitchen because we don't have a party tomorrow. Right. So we can just put them on the table. And anywhere in the kitchen, we're going to keep the table next to the scale open. The other tables. We're going to move right along. The next thing is a buy it now. This is a tested, working 100% Cinematronics double play logic board. I tested it, perfect picture and sound. It works fine. If you have a double play, it may be wise to have a board like this available for you to use, to have ready. So I'm going to put a price up there. Whoever hits the buy it now button first will get it. So here's the price. Terry, the price is $50 or $60. It's a working Cinematronics baseball double play. So if you have a game or think you get one in and the board doesn't work, this is an ideal time to buy it. And Marty K has purchased it. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate it. If you could put that in the other room. Okay, next item. We're back to best offer. Thank you. Now, I found upstairs a complete working set of Satan's Hollow logic board. Now, this was the era where they were not mounted on those big metal plates, okay? Some of the standoffs that separate them have broken. But if you need a Satan's Hollow, and who doesn't, this is the opportunity to start making bids. The minimum bid, as you see, the reserve is $150. Duke Nukem is the high bidder at $130, but he's not going to be buying this. Terry, can you put the picture up? I had this set up. I plugged this in to a demolition derby, and so you can see that the board is running. You can actually see the outline of the demo derby too, but the board does run fine. It is a Satan's Hollow MCR1. Nobody sells these. I mean, you'll never find them. You can take the picture off, Terry. Let's see if we have anybody that's actually gotten up. It has hit the minimum. Ken L is at 210. So Ken is the high bidder. We are going to have a lot of MCR stuff, but we only had one machine to test it in. The Demo Derby is getting delivered tonight. So I was only able to test a few things, but we're going to get another MCR game in because Kurt found piles of MCR boards. Piles of them. Only a few were complete. The countdown has started. Ken L is the high bidder, $235 for a working set. You will never find a board set for that price anywhere on earth. It's now the bid has jumped up to $290 by Warlords Arcade, so he knows these are hard to find. It is 7 seconds to go. This looks like it's going to sell for below $300. I'm surprised, but guess what? That's the way it is. Warlords is the high bid. The light has turned red. You are the winner, young man. Thank you, sir. He buys a lot of stuff from us. Remember, we're going to bill you at the end of the night. The next board set is complete. It's a 2 Tigers. It's a 3-board set. It's probably, let's see, 2 Tigers. There it is. Actually, I'll take these in next. So there it is.
That was very. Oh, I see now.
I don't have my wireless mic. I'm used to jabbering. I'm used to talking to you folks, but I couldn't get Tom on the phone. We think when he was cleaning up, he may have scooted my wireless mic someplace. We don't know where it is. This is a 2 Tigers board set. Now, we know a few things about it. We know there's a chip on this top board. The soundboard is not there. Okay? The reminiscences, and that's probably why it's locked up. The board set has not been apart by us. Terry, can you put the picture of the 2 Tigers up? This is what we get on the screen. Now, that's usually the sign of a processor. You see, a 2 Tigers is a 2-set board, 3-set board. Okay, you can turn the picture off, Terry. It's a 3-set board, and typically the problem is a processor on either the bottom board or the middle board or both. There's a Z80. The Z80s are run full blast. Think of you running your lawnmower completely open, or your outboard engine on your boat fully open. The Z80s, this MCR really pushed that Z80, and that's usually the thing that fails. Because we can't be sure what else may be the issue, and I'm not going to be moving boards around. But the EEPROMs are on this board. It's possible if you put that socket back on here and put the chip in, whatever is there, the board may run. It's very possible it won't, and I'm going to tell you why. Because on the MCR system, you can plug in the video to the monitor on the second board and the power on the back on the second board, and you should get a picture without any front board contact. So I think there is a Z80 issue in addition to the socket. So just so you know. But it's great because that's how we were able to test the DISCS Tron. We didn't have a soundboard. You'll see that in a minute. So right now the bidding is at $140. The countdown has started. Ken L, you are the high bidder. So the board we have not taken it apart. We haven't fiddled with it. I don't have time anymore. As a matter of fact, you'll see some other boards we'll be showing. If we can test it, we will. We were able to test this. All the chips are present on this board, except one of the processors. It doesn't use, this last socket is empty. The pins are broken on it, but it doesn't use that socket. So whoever gets the board, the bidding is at $165 by Ken L. I think if you change this, and I'm almost positive it's a Z80, Spy Hunters, Tappers, MCR system was a good system except for all the frigging screws you have to take apart. But it was a good system. And gosh darn, The board would probably run forever if it was easier to get to the darn Z80s. Because I always hated that. You went to the location that had a frozen picture like that, and you had to go all the way back to the location, take all the boards apart, and change the Z80. So Kurt always went around with Z80s in his toolbox. The boards rarely failed other than that. It looks like it's sold. Oh, Tim. Hey, Tim Hoffman is here. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your purchase. We do. Now, Gino has produced our next item. We have 3 marquees. Now, I'm going to show them to you. One is mirrored, and it's Merit. And see, now, we're not 100% sure. We're pretty sure it's a poker machine made by Merit called Superstar 4000. Because at the bottom it says malfunction voids all plays. But it's mirrored, and it should light up beautifully. The back side is perfect. And this is real glass. So that's number 1. This is for bidding, by the way. High bidders. Number 2 is an actual dedicated Area 51. Now, this part on the top folds under a large dedicated. If you put this in one of the kits, you may not see any of the little tears or rips. It's also longer than most of the replacement Area 51s you see on eBay. That's number 2. That's Mylar. And the last one is a plexiglass Stupid Street Fighter 2, the new Challenger. This is plexi, but it does have some scratches on the back, rendering it difficult for me to use on a game we're selling. But you get all 3, and Big Daddy is the $40 bid. Big Daddy is going to get this because we're going to start the timer now, aren't we? So we have 3 more keys for one price. Colin's the high bidder now. That's Colin Rath from Canada. Canada. See, I can't put the sound in. So we got Area 51 Stupid Street Fighter and this beautiful real glass piece of Superstar. We can ship this to Colin if he ends up being... No, Big Daddy's the new high bid. I was going to say Colin is getting some games that we're shipping out. As a matter of fact, we have to call Kurt and make sure he comes in because the other fella's driving from Pittsburgh to pick up 2 games tomorrow. Colin, you're the high bidder. Countdown is counting down. $60 for the 3 pieces. We got 8 seconds to go. I think you're going to get it. Nope, Big Daddy. He said, the heck with you, Colin. He bid $65. He did. I think he wants them. But there's still 10 seconds for you to make a decision. Remember, if you want to bid, go on sale.tntamusements.com. Terry, did you get a chance to look at the site?
Yeah.
Okay. Did any new people sign up?
Yes.
You know, we have a record amount of people that have signed up for our show. Colin is now at $80 for the 3 pieces. So our countdown is continuing. We have over 1,200 people that have registered, and apparently some new people registered. The people that just registered now, you have a $300 limit until I verify that you're a real person with a phone call. If any of the people that just registered think they're going to bid higher, or especially on the last items, we'll need to talk to you on Mr. Phone tonight. So you'll be able to call in and we can verify that you're a living, breathing person. So we don't have any fake bidders. Big Daddy, you're the winner, $85. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. We really do. Asteroids, or as we like to say, Asterds. And I'll never forget my precious wife. She wrote down Asterix. Asterix? I mean, we've been married for 25 years. How could she not know asteroids? Okay, here's the deal. These 3 boards we had up in our rack upstairs. This board had written up on it, locked up, Hums, 7/2017. It looks like they robbed the processor and one of the ROMs, I guess, to put in another game. But Crystal, she is laying down flat on this. So usually she stands up. So somebody installed her sideways so she wouldn't break off. So they made some attempts to get this to work. And it looks like nice and clean. They unsoldered one chip with a solder station. So one chip is missing here. So it's the processor, one ROM, and this one chip has been cleanly soldered off. However, everything else is here. You know what? Part of the control, the little dial on it's broken. Now this one, the second one in our set, somebody put sockets up here, and a couple of the smaller chips are missing up here. There's also missing the ROMs and the processor, and oh no, there's no chips in there. There's sockets, but I look at the other board and they're not used. So that's a second board, but there's no scratches or scrapes on it. And it looks, yep, there's two chips. When I hold it up to the light, two chips have been sucked cleanly out with Joe's solder station, or somebody's. And the last one, this is one price. Is this a best offer? Yes. So this is a best. You can start putting offers in. We have $35 so far. It's a $60 minimum. All right, this one here, this is rather interesting because I'm going to make sure this is asteroids. Only because, yes, it is. It's one of the earlier boards. You rarely see this. There are sockets here that you could put proms in, or you could put 3 ROMs. So this board would run on either proms, where you'd need 2, I think it's 2 or 4 per ROM, or proms. Proms here or ROMs. This has 2 ROMs in it of the 3, and this ROM is present. The processor is missing. And that's it. So everything is on this board except one ROM and the processor. Oh, and somebody, oh, look at that. Somebody's got a little piece of tape. They're pointing at one chip that's been sucked out. Isn't that clever? And somebody wrote missing ICs 717. Okay, I start the countdown. 90, it's $60. Yeah, 60. Mickey Johnson is going to get these Asteroids boards for $20 each. That's a good deal. Oh, the crystal is present on the third board. But boy, oh boy, crystal is broken completely off on the second. So board 1 and board 3 have crystals. Brian Lucas, he's bought a lot of boards from us too. He is the high bidder at 90, but El Proto, who also he was really delayed getting boards. My goodness, it took forever, but he finally got the boards. The box was broken, but we took care of that. He's the high bidder though at 100. So $100 is the new high bid on the Asteroids boards, and the countdown's over. 3 boards for $100. I think that's good, because I saw somebody was trying to sell 2 boards missing chips for like 120. And I said, boy, that's not a very good deal when you can buy them from me cheaper. Look, we have a buy it now price. Is that right, Terry? Mm-hmm. For this? I don't know. Oh, this is the right price. Okay, now here's how the right price works. You type in what you're willing to pay for a working, clean as a whistle, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 World Warrior board. Is the screen loading the advertising? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. So, you just type in what you want to pay for this working, clean as a whistle board. And JT is going to show you how great he is by playing it with just 2 buttons instead of the stupid 6. We expect you to kill. So you type in a price. If you are guess the price right on, or you're $5 above, obviously you can't. It's either right on or above. You will get the board. Now, if you bid way over the price, you won't. It's going to be the person closest to the price I want, plus the extra 5. We have 160 as the high right now, and it cut off the bottom score. I it must be $5. I can tell you it's not going to be $5 or $10. But you can have fun and bid. It's okay. So Terry, start the countdown. We're going to start the countdown. I wonder if anybody's going to win this board set. The board is as clean as a whistle, and I've had just about enough. We've sold an awful lot of these. You know, in the last year, we must have sold 10 of these, 12 of them. Terry, is anybody going to win? Uh-oh, no, they're not. See, the zeros up there, nobody guessed the right price. We're going to try it one more time. You're going to have to go higher, folks, because it's definitely not lower. Does anybody want this board set? So, obviously, you're going to have to type in something higher than $165, or baby, you're not getting the board. So far, that seems to be the highest. It looks like, you know what, Gino, we may have reached the final. I mean, I don't think anybody wants Street Fighters anymore. Nobody wants Street Fighters anymore.
We sold a lot of them.
We did, in fairness. This is unsold. If you can move that into the kitchen, we are done. We're not going to bother even trying because nobody is really super close. We're up to, it's impossible. Yeah, I'll have to move the screen in closer. We have 8 monitor. Is it 10? No, it's 10 monitor manuals. And a couple of these are kind of neat. Now, do you see this here? That is a Geo7 color monitor. It's the Canadian or England way of spelling color with a U. All right, this one is the Sega version of it. But they called it a 901, and I never knew what the heck a 901 was because I thought it was the same number, but they came up with another one. That's number 2. We have a Tato. So if you have a Tato game, you should toss this in it. I believe this is 2 different monitors. I think this covers 2 monitors. Okay, so the Tatio. Now here's the world's worst monitor, the Mashita. Do you see how it's spelled? Mashita. Boy, this company. I could just see. Oh my gosh. Let's design a TV monitor that lasts about a year. What a piece of crap that monitor was. But now you can fix it. It's thick enough. That's a K7000. Okay, of course, that's my favorite one. Okay, this is a Wells Gardner 25-inch standard res display. So that's a standard. Look at this. It's my favorite. It's a 6100. The very best vector monitor in the world. Wells Gardner made the best vectors. This is the color television for the 6100. There's details on how to operate it, how to adjust it, how it works, that sort of thing. Now, this is the flip-flop Williams monitor. You see, now watch carefully. You see it? See type A? Shoom. Type B. Shoom. Type A. Shoom. Type B. I don't like it when you do that. All right, now here's a Sega, a display monitor, manual. They couldn't call it a monitor. They had to call it a color display. So this is a 20-inch. I'm thinking this is the one. I'm thinking that this could have been the one they used in Moon Cresta. See, I don't know why they called it a 20, but I don't know. So anyway, and the last one is a monitor I never heard of, Eastern Microelectronics. I'm sure long bankrupt. I'm sure they lost everything. So, but there it is. Okay, we have $50. The countdown has started. It looks like, there we have a new guy now. 7 Zark 7 is the high bidder. A new bidder. I've not had Mr. Zark bid before. The countdown is continuing. Nope, the games guy has jumped in at 60. Nope, and Sinistar, or Sinistan, I like the way you have that big letter N, is now jumped in. He has said, the heck, I want it. So Citizen, nope. Games Guy is back at 75. That's basically $7.50 a manual. They're good, clean originals. And it looks like the count's down to 8 seconds. I think Games Guy is going to be getting this. We have 3 seconds, and then we're done. We have once it's done. Games Guys, thank you very much. He is the proud winner. Look, Mario's right up on it. Mario's right up on it. Guess what Curdy found? Remember we had all those Rally X's. We had a bunch of them. We did. Well, we sold, not one, we had 2 working Rally X's. The man that we restored the Rally X game bought an extra set. He put it in the game. And Kurt found this upstairs in the cage. It didn't work. So Kurt took the boards apart, cleaned chips, and we got it to work to a point. To a point. So I'm going to show you the point we got it to. Now, if you can move Mr. Camera over, the game is loading. And we got it up to this point. But here's what happens. Wait a minute. Let me turn the volume up here. Wait a minute. Notice there's nothing. There's no cars. So this makes a big challenge for your player. You did it, JT. Oh. So now remember, you'd be in the center of the screen. Oh! Well, there's issues. But there you go. We have a bid of $25. We have a $50 minimum. We think the problem, Kurt's positive the problem's on the top board.
The car's down on the bottom, just so you know.
What again?
The car's on the bottom.
Hello then.
Steven, you did come.
He said it's on extra hard difficulty.
Shawnee is actually on delivery. We have 14 seconds. Ken L is going to be winning this. Yes, Ken, I think you're going to be getting this unless somebody jumps in. Nope. PCB Junkie, another buyer. PCB, he made this board. Can you zoom in on this board? PCB made this board. See right there? That's his board. PCB got it for $65. But PCB, you're not getting the board with it. I'm keeping it. In case I get another Rally X in. See? In case I get. So you just want it for $65. I think that's a good deal. Because considering I got two to $250 for the working boards. And who knows, maybe it's another leg on a chip. Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. You didn't come last night.
No, I was working.
He was. I can vouch for it.
He was?
Yeah.
Were you there,
I
Gino?
took Addie, yeah.
Gino, move Mr. Cam around. This is Steve Van Splinter. He owns the Game Museum in Ephrata. Ephrata, PA.
Show yourself,
And my
Gino.
beautiful Gino. We did early. Gino's here just for the eye candy.
That's right.
Gino
Todd falls asleep during the
Keeps him awake.
I have something to look at. Anyway, listen. Kurt found this. What the heck is Splash? We thought there was some kind of a mistake. It's a video game called Splash, made by the Gallico Corporation, who alleges to be the largest in the world. It is loading. Oh, no. I know. This had to be synced in. No. I can fix it. Let me turn it off and on. No, we had a perfect picture yesterday. So let me just see if this does it. Let me see. We can get the sync in. Darn it. Now.
Is that Tony? Is that Tony?
The Unring Bandit.
Tony.
Oh, it's getting closer.
I don't understand why it was.
There it is.
There we are.
Oh.
Okay. Now, we didn't quite understand what was going on with this game, but I think it's a do you think it's a stripping game? Now, I could ring up credits on it, but we couldn't start it. Sink is in the sink, Lenny says. Well, anyway, there we got it. And maybe, I used to have a house in Beaumont. I heard he's moving to Palm Springs. Oh, okay, that's good. Tell Todd that this best offer sale is turning into a TNT Amusements radio show. A radio show. We're talking and having fun. All right, Terry, we're going to show you a price that you have to say yes to.
No fun
Here's
allowed.
the price. There it is. Does anybody... All right, it's sold. Okay. $50. It has to be worth $50 because I never heard of the game, but I couldn't start it. So I don't know whether there's something wrong, but for $50, you can't go wrong. Was that a good deal?
Beautiful deal.
Am I great? Okay. The next one, is this also a buy it now? Or is this a rate? Oh, this is a rate price. Look, we haven't had a Die Hard cartridge. This is the STV Sega System cartridge. Die Hard. Okay, it works. This was obviously the most popular in the series. There was only 6 or 7 games. But we have a price on here that's going to knock your socks off. Now, this one, you have to guess the price I want. Minimum guess is $5. The maximum guess is $1,000. Now, don't guess 1,000 because you'll end up with you'll win it. So you put down what you want to pay. Whoever's closest to the price, either right on or over, not under. So let's suppose I wanted $60 for this. If you guessed 55 and somebody guessed 65 and somebody guessed 75, the $65 guy is going to win it.
Like the price is right.
That's right. And you're going to know, you won't know my price, but you'll see who won. Start the countdown. Oh, Terry has started already. And it is going to sell. So let's see who got it. Is it going to be Magnum Oz? Is it going to be Digital Confusion? It is. Here it is. The winner is Nick H. He guessed it. I wanted $45 for it, and he got it. And he got it.
What they say, die hard. That's when you die because you overdosed on Viagra.
That's a good price for Die Hard, I think. The next board, we have 3 of these. This is all 3 do not work. Okay. I never run into a Tato board. You could hear it but couldn't see it. It was like new. This is a big, is it Big Event Golf? And we've sold a bunch of these, but now, and you know, if you've been watching our show, do you know this is our 31st, we're up to 31, our 31st show that we've been doing, and the show, we've had a number of occasions where we mark the board bad and then suddenly it works. Is there anything? Wait, oh my gosh! There's a picture.
This one says no sound, right?
Oh, does it say no sound?
It works no sound.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I was thinking there was no picture. Okay. Now, I put my finger under here, and I get no hum. There's no hum.
Gino said he likes it when you do that.
Yeah.
Well, Gino likes it when I put my finger in.
Oh, man.
God, you know, you're just an awful man.
He's the one that was laughing at
I
it.
just made it.
Yeah, but you're the one that came up with the stupid line.
That's what he was laughing about.
Oh, you mean my little finger? Okay. All right, now here's the deal. That's board number 1.
It's my fault.
So it works. Oh, and there's the blue. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh. Sound. Oh yeah, charcoal.
Let me try. The connector may. Wait a minute.
2 seconds of a chance to hear any sound. Better make
Well,
it
wait a
count.
minute. Maybe the sound works. Maybe somebody will pay more, or want to bid. I heard sound.
We're losing colors when he did that.
Okay. Well,
Uh-oh.
it's no sound.
Blue is going.
No sound. Well, we know why, because the connector, the edge connector, we've probably been plugging in things. That's board 1. Board 2 is a bootleg Mr. Do. It is dead. And I'm not going to try to find it. It uses the standard Mr. Do connector. Dead as a doornail. There is nothing missing. And the board is identical to a Mr. Do, but it's a bootleg. They copied it, those creeps. The last board is an odd one. Gold medalist. There's a jumper wire. It looks like factory, and both ends of it, they're soldered to one chip here. But these two pieces, they're missing. And I don't know if there's supposed to be ROMs in there. And I think this is dead. Dead as a doornail. Anyway, there's gold medalist. The ROM Star Smash. We have reached, Rambo has put the minimum, $35 for the 3 boards. Start the countdown, Terry, because you'll be able to buy the 3 boards. So maybe gold medalist is fixable. I don't know if it's missing ROMs. It looks like the 3 socketed chips aren't there, but sometimes they're not in there. A fully complete bootleg Mr. Do that's dead as a doornail, and a picture, but no sound. But now we heard hums and some kind of sounds from the other board. PCB Junkie's the high bidder, and he just won it. $45 for the 3. Thank you, sir. Is this the sticker for that? What was that noise? Now listen, next Saturday we're going to do the best offer sale again. That's 32. But Sunday we have a treat for you, live and in color, from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock, or until we can't stand no more. Terry, can you put the slide up? We are going to be answering your questions live. Now, here's how it works. You guys responded to a video we made 2 months ago. We got over 1,000 questions. 1,000. Now, some were repeats. But we're going to start with the very first person that answered the question. We're going to show their name, or what their YouTube name, and we're going to answer the question. We're going to go as far as we can go until Terry and I can't keep our eyeballs open. Next Sunday, live, 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Now, we're going to still do the best offer sale the night before because we are extremely sadistic. Extremely sadistic here at TNT. Oh, you know what? Terry's going to have to change the amount of... Okay, you can take the slide off. So, mark your calendars, okay? Mark your calendars. The power supplies that are coming, you have to change it to 8. Number 14, Terry, it's going to be a set of 8. Okay. Okay, we are now up to the Pac-Man board. And I'm going to get you... let me find the Pac-Man edge connector. I think it's here. Let's see, there's Mr. Do. No, it isn't. So it must be in the box. Mr. Box. We have 4 junior Pac-Man boards. Now, you may not be aware of this, but you're gonna learn something today. Junior Pac-Man logic boards were released 2 ways. Way number 1 was a kit to convert your... actually, the first way was a dedicated junior Pac-Man. They thought they were going to sell the daylights out of them. They did not. So what they did is they whipped up a kit to convert your Super Pac-Man, which was dead. I mean dead. Or your Mappy. Your Mappy or your Super Pac-Man into a junior Pac-Man. Now, personally, I think Junior Pac-Man is the best game. That's a personal opinion. I didn't like it as much as the other. Okay, you can have your own opinions. But you know what? I happen to think Junior Pac-Man was great. And I played it a lot. Okay, now, kit number 1 was to convert Super Pac-Man and Mappies. And there was no power supply on it. This whole corner was bare. And there was a plug kit to convert it so you could plug all the original wires in. You didn't have to cut a wire or anything. That's Junior Pac-Man Style Board 1. Then they released a kit, which these 4 boards are all the same kit, to convert your Pac-Man or your Miss Pac-Man and not have to change a single thing. You just plug the plug in and you're done. So if you have a Mrs. Pac-Man at home or a Pac-Man, I say Mrs. on purpose. I have so many people that get pissed off when I do. And I like pissing people off because I'm 65 and I'm fat and I can do anything I want. Right, Gino? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anyway, this is what we get with one of the boards. Do we get anything, actually? Is there anything? Okay. Okay, so there's the board, but I think there's something wrong with it.
It's upside down.
Well, yes, it would be. Do you see what it did? So there's issues. There's issues. Okay?
Plays wherever it wants.
Right. So, but it works to a point. Okay, so that's board 1. All right, board 2. Everything's on it. Everything's there, but it says bad. And to be honest with you, I didn't even plug it in. When I saw bad, I said, well, it's bad. Well, this doesn't look bad. Well, yes, it's bad. Okay, well, that's what board 2 does. It's bad. It's not the Z80. If the Z80 was bad, there would be no movement on the screen. Here's a little lesson for you. Okay, now, board 3 is also marked bad. It's on the metal plate, but there's no point in plugging it in because it's missing that chip. But believe me, he would have tested it with that chip. So we could put the chip in all day long, but the board wouldn't work. That's bad. I mean, if we plug it in, I'm sure nothing will happen. Yeah, nothing. It needs that chip. But it's on the metal plate. And the last board is fully complete, but one little chip down here. But my guy also wrote bad on it back in 2014. And that little chip is not going to fix it. But you know what? It's just one little chip. Maybe it'll do something. Anyway, we have a high bid of $85. So one board almost works. See, nothing. But I'm sure if you put the chip in, we'll still have nothing. But start the countdown, Terry. Here it goes. So we have a $90 bid from Tim for our 4 Junior Pac-Man boards that are only working in a Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man because it has the power supply. We're going to have some of these without this corner at some point. The bidding is down to 70. There, Todd at Retro Game with Hopper put in a $100 bid. Oh, no, it just changed. Head Geek now, it's up to 110. 110, one board works, sort of. It works, plays the music, but there's some sprite issues. It's probably a ROM, but who knows? But somebody, you got to be able to fix this. Somebody's got to. We have 9 seconds to go. Terry, is everything okay? I saw you scrolling through the... it's Aztec Day. Is it? Oh, Anzac Day in Australia. Head Geek has jumped it up to 125. PCB Junkie at 135. It's Head Tech Day? Oh, okay. And Tammy, Tammy's on. Hey, Tammy. Tammy had her premiere last night. One of her videos of wonderful shows. And Tammy is doing something special in June. Is it June or July, Tammy? For she was able to find pretty much the whole cast from the movie Atlantis, including the writer and the director. They're all going to do a live Zoom telecast in June, right, Tammy? June 16th, and we will all be watching. So we want to go watch that. PCB Junkie is the winner. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We really do. This is helping us a lot. Okay. Next item, Gino has graciously discovered, and then we're going to, of course, later tonight, we have plans. We have to call Kurt, too, at some point. Anyway, we have 8 power supplies. The original listing said 10, but there's only 8. Now, let me explain what these are. These are from Pinball Machine Power games. They've been robbing pieces off of them to fix stuff, other pinballs. We're not going to deal with them anymore. And this is a regular auction, right, Terry? Yeah. Okay. So this is a Data East power supply, and this is for the newer games, the dot matrix games, because it's got this little connector on it. Okay? I think you can back use them too. There's a socketed chip missing. There's some parts out of the high voltage missing, and the relay. Oh, and the 5-volt regulator. So they've been sacrificing parts for it. What's unusual is the power supply is super clean, so it could be rebuilt. There's no burn marks on it. This is the newer Sega power supply for like Maverick or Babe Watch. It's the square one. They've taken that relay off of it. Creeps. And a connector, a couple connectors in the relay. Everything else seems to be on it. Well, you know, the connectors are hard to get, I guess. I have 2, or at least 1. Let me see. I got 1. There's just 1 from the model power supply from all Williams and Bally games, right before they switched to WPC system. So this is the small square one. It looks like it's only missing 1 capacitor. But somebody took the capacitor off, but it must not work, or it wouldn't have been on the shelf. So, but it's nice and clean, and there doesn't appear to be anything else missing from it. That's power supply 3. There's 8 in this, and you'll get all 8 for any kind of bid. I don't see any bids yet either. But anyway, we have 2 from the system 3 to 6, and some 7s. All right, this one here has a lot of the high voltage parts and the regulator. Actually, the only thing it's missing is the 5-volt cap. That's all it's missing. There's nothing else missing from it. Okay. Oh, and a couple of the pins from the little connector here. So that will require some service. This one, everything's intact except 1 connector and the 5-volt cap. Here it is there. Doesn't seem to be any interest. This one is the, let's see, the connector here. This would probably be system 7 through 9. And actually, this may stretch over to some 11s. It's missing a high voltage caps. We have the retro. Todd has gotten the minimum, which is 50, so they will sell. This one here has the relay. Actually, both of those did, but it's missing parts from this section here. Okay. And lastly, this one here is missing the relay, but there's other parts. Once again, we hope maybe you can put, out of these 8, you can get 3 or 4 working. Who knows? But the high bid is 50. Todd is going to get this. Hit the start countdown timer, because we're going to count this down, because I think Todd is going to be the winner. Oh, no.
Tron pinball? They're asking.
No. Everybody wants Stern Tron. Sorry. Kevin is the new high bidder. Retro has jumped in at 60. I'm very sorry, but you should have bought the Tron when we had them. You know, we couldn't sell them. Toward the end, nobody was buying them, and then they finally went, and now everybody wants it. Yes. Just like Stranger Things. Nobody wanted it, and now everybody wants it. I have Stranger Things Pros left. I have a bunch of them. We're up to $70 with Todd. I also got in a the Jersey Jack. Oh gosh, not Aerosmith. What's the rock group?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. I got in a classic edition Guns N' Roses, the standard edition. I got a bunch of them in. Retro is the high bidder at 80.
Bargain Basement. When's your next one?
Oh, bargain basement what?
When's your next one?
Oh, when we get enough games. I don't have anything. We still have half the stuff from the last bargain basement. So watch that video. Buy from that one.
Yeah.
Retro, you're the winner. Thank you, sir. $80. We'll pack everything in, depending on what you win. We'll pack everything nice and neat. And Retro, I think, Todd, we sent you money back. He sends a lot of coffee to me. He does. What's next?
Jungle Hunt.
Jungle Hunt's next. It's up on the board. But first, look what came in the mail. Look what came in the mail.
Oh, hang on. Zoom.
That's right. You know what this is? This is my Twippy Thank You for Participating award. So I got this. See the plaque? Have you noticed it's only 7 inches tall or 6 inches tall? I wanted the big one!
It's so tiny.
I got this little tiny plaque. It is made out of wood, though. It was very nice of them to send this. Of course, the creeps that won, Zach Minnie and Greg Bone. Oh, I hate that. I mean, they're nice guys. This is all in fun. You watch my videos enough to realize I just have a lot of fun. I curse and scream off camera. Anyway, isn't that nice? So I'm going to put that up in the party room. I wanted to share that with you. What again, honey?
Put them up for a bid and sell it.
I just may have to. Would you bid on it if I signed it? Okay, now I want you to zoom in. We did a fix on this jumper. So this is one of these. This is Mike's arcade board. For it to work, for me to power it up, we had to put this jumper in so we could put credits in it. So I don't quite know why, but we figured it out. So now you can see the wonderful Jungle Hunt in 52 channel stereo. Actually, it's 2 channel, and they come out of 1 speaker. Isn't that something that warms up instantly? It's instant on. And Jungle Hunt is the second one. You see, Jungle King had the Tarzan, and then they got sued from the Johnny Weissmuller estate. Kids go bonkers for this. Steven has one in his arcade. You don't. You creep. Anyway, this is up for auction. Kevin is the high bidder. $75 is going to get this board. A clean, working Jungle Hunt. Terry, start the countdown. That will be the lowest price board set in the world. If you need a Jungle Hunt or want to have one wrapped up in bubble wrap in the back of yours, so when your Jungle Hunt takes a dump, you'll have another board. That's what I did with all my cabarets. Whoever bought the guy that bought all my cabarets, he got a spare board on almost every game, including Crazy Climber. An extra board. Boy, did he make out like a bandit. Okay, I think, yep, Jay King, you're the winner. $125. I think a great deal. It's a very good deal.
Todd wasn't too happy about that one. You can tell in his voice.
I'm not going to sell it to you. No, of course I'm going to sell it to you. You see, I have some people, some stubborn imbeciles on the KLOV that won't bid because it's me. I have 2 words for you. And the 2 words are not happy birthday. So what do you think of that? You don't want to bid, you don't have to. I don't need you. Well, I could use your money. Anyway, look, what we have here are 10 working coin mechs. We checked them. They're taking quarters. There's 4 tan plastic. Oh no, there's more. So these are the tan. These are the ones I like the most because you could wash these in soap and water. So you could put these in any of your games. They come with 2 tits on the side, mounting titties. If you want to put them in an older game, you may have to add a couple tits to the side. We have 6 tan and 4 old metal. These are all working perfect.
The number 15, right?
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're actually putting in the board to that machine. He's asking if that machine next to you, Dad, is a game, like it has a multi-cade. It's like a multi-cade.
It is, in fact. This is a multi-cade, the little game. Well, no. This is what I don't want to know what to do. I sold this for $999 with a 16-1 board in it. The lady gave me a $500 deposit a year ago. And I haven't heard a word from her since. So, I'm putting it to work.
Dad, is it a retro pine?
What the hell is a retro pine? What the?
It's like
on speaker?
retro pie. It's like emulation.
No. It's like a Raspberry Pi. It's one of those blue box. You want to know what the guts are, the board.
Terry just hung up on our.
Oh, I did.
Is it a retro? Sorry. I had a lady call today. Okay. Guess what she said? She said, and I'm quoting, "Hi, I have a pinball machine and a video game I want to sell. Do you buy them?" And I said, "Well, yeah."
Good job, Terry.
I said, "I got my pen and pencil ready. What's the name of the game?" "Well, it's a pinball machine, and there's a video game." "Well, what do they do? What are the names of them?" Names. And I said, "Well, can you look at the screen and see, what does it say?" "Well, I don't know. I'm driving." "Hi, I'm selling a car. Do you buy cars?" "Well, it has a steering wheel. It has 4 tires. I don't know what the name of it is because I'm at home in bed." How was that?
Yeah.
Do we have a sale?
Okay. Let's see if I can actually.
I'm going nuts. Go ahead. What is it?
Terry hangs up on me.
What's the question?
I did it again. Oh my god.
You hung up on him again. Whoa!
At least now he's
All
no
right.
longer
You
interested.
see, there's a hold
This
button.
is who hung up on you.
There's a hold button, and it's orange. The button's actually orange.
Good, Gina, all right, here we go.
Here we go.
Poor Terry.
Oh man.
Anyway,
He's busy.
there's buttons that flash. You just have to press the buttons that are flashing. If you have it on search, okay, you must have the button on search.
I'm pressing the line.
No, push the speaker. You have the speakerphone pushed. Release.
She broke it.
Release the hound.
Ready? I'm gonna press it.
A few more minutes and he'll no longer be interested. No, at least we won't have this
Well,
problem.
guess what? People are bored. So guess what? Well, we had a little fun. This is item 16. We're halfway through. Terry, can you give him a price? Here it is. Buy it now for this price. 10 working coin mechs. $55. That's $5.50 each. 6 are plastic, and 2 are silver. Does anybody want them? Yep, somebody has bought them.
Please answer this because I don't know why the hell the speakers aren't working.
Your car warranty.
Hi, can I help you?
Oh, hey, you, all right. If they're having some technical difficulties, that's all right.
Yes, it's just my daughter.
It's operator error.
Anyway,
The machines that I want to know, is it a main machine? Is it a retro pie machine, a cream pie machine? What kind of machine is it? I wonder what kind of games can go on this thing.
exactly 60, the largest selection of games in the world.
James, what's the best game on it?
Mrs. Pac-Man.
I want to hear the best game, the best one. What's the best one you got?
Mrs. Pac-Man. Kids go frigging bonkers to play Mrs. Pac-Man.
Bags.
And the second best game, the kids go bonkers. The second best game is Ladybug. Kids go berserk to play Ladybug. Yes, automatically.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the call. We're in Center City, Southampton. Right smack dab in the center of town. Right on Main Street. Absolutely. We've discounted it to $1,000 cash. And we'll walk out with it under the arm. Thank you, sir. Oh, I bet you do. I have to go too, but to the bathroom. Oh, here we go. All right, we have sold it. A lesser man would break down. Typical day at TNT. Now, when Vanguard came out, they thought this board set was great. Not only did it talk, but you could fire in 4 different directions, or as the instruction card said, directions. Okay? Now look at this masterpiece. You've got the bottom board that carries all the computing power, and you'll notice the oops, we made some mistakes in the wiring of the board jumper wires from the factory. You have the old dependable Z80 here, and then up here on the game part of the board, the game information's in here. It transfers into the RAMs, and then this board puts all that crap together and puts it on the TV screen. And this is the soundboard. Not 1 or 2, but 3 different chips to produce real speech. And because people looked at the board and they couldn't find the volume control for the life of them, they even put a sticker because the volume control is way in there underneath there. And we are using a PCB Junkie Convertomatic board to convert the board so you can see Vanguard play in greatness. Now, all Vanguard boards, every one ever made, have this in the background. Everybody that owns Vanguard. Oh, I gotta adjust the. Wait, let me adjust the. Let me see which knob it was. Get the sync back. Come on. It'll lock in a second. This is a Hannah crap monitor. Can you believe it? This is a little 9-inch monitor. It's never been rebuilt. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one was rebuilt. I see we put new caps in it, so I take that back. I guess we had gotten this ready for that lady, and then she disappeared. All right, it's not being happy. Let me turn it off and on again. It's not happy. It's not happy, boys. Oh God, it was perfect yesterday. Of course, it always is. And then it's not today. Come on, let me lock this in. I guess it wasn't happy when I separated it.
Besides the sink, it's all there.
Well,
You tried the edge connector?
I did. I thought it might have been like that. Remember the other board we did earlier? The Splash. It was out of sync and then suddenly it was in. So that's what I thought we were going to deal with here. I'm gonna kill someone. Actually, I should write to the Vanguard company. I'm just gonna make sure everything's in tight. Well, it doesn't. It's not happy. So
I'll fix it.
it's not happy.
Looking better. It sounds there.
Well, it's not. It's acting as though it's missing the whole signal. Well, I'm not sure what to say, but that's
Call that
the
guy
way.
back. It's for sale.
Well, the board. What? Oh, the game or the.
Hold this and this. Put it
And
together.
the Vanguard. Well, Ken, we'll start the countdown. Ken, if you still want it, it's not a problem. J. King, you can see, I don't know what's going on with the sync, but
Will not
it was
separate.
working earlier. Anyway, $100 is a bargain. I think the last Vanguard board I saw went for over $200. It was like $250. J. King, you're the winner at $100. Thank you, sir. I hope it's something simple. It should be. It really should, because it was working. Otherwise, we would have done it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay, next one is Twin Cobra. Oh, you already have it. Gino's so great. That's why I love the boy.
I try.
And later, we'll have to take him out and stuff him.
He's not talking to Applebee's.
And,
Talking about Applebee's. Now, I think this is the one that takes a long time to warm up. Let me see. Yeah, here it comes. And I have to because of the other game, I have to center it. This is a Twin Cobra. Let me find the vertical. There it is. There we go.
Ooh,
So
wavy.
Twin Cobra. There we go. It's a very nice game. I see these on eBay going for crazy prices. So it would be nice if we got a crazy price for it. One of the buttons should make it move.
No, it's the pre-stage.
Oh, pre-stage. That's this long a pre-stage?
You can start it.
There it goes. Well, PCB Junkie is the high bidder at $75. So $75. Nikki has jumped in at $100, which is, I think, a very good price. And I think it seems to be working wonders. We have a new price. No, Nikki. Oh, PCB has jumped in at 110 and started the countdown. We're counting down from 20 seconds, which is kind of nice because you can. There's the delay is almost non-existent. Cinestan has jumped in at 115, and I'm trying to call Kurt. PCB is at 120. And now you probably know you could put this on eBay and get 200 or more. So we have 8 seconds to go. Jim? Oh, Jamie is the new bid at 125. Jamie's the new bidder. We have a lot of people. The prices are insane. Yeah, some of these prices are low. Oh, Stage Manager. My goodness, we haven't heard from you for ages, young man. Where have you been? On stage, I hope. Anyway, we have Jamie as the high bidder, and he won. 125. Good deal. I think that's a very low price for this board.
Todd's gonna get the
I'm
dry
not
road
happy.
after this auction.
I'm not
Please
happy.
commence.
I'm going to get my noose. The next one is a right price, Terry.
Yep.
We're up to 819. We're well past the halfway mark, guys. And, oh, we're on page 2. We finished side 1. Now we're in side 2. You're going to make an offer for this working, excuse me, Mr. Do board that somebody wrote on it for April 30th, but there's no year, Accent Games dropped this board off. It was repaired apparently, and they never came back to get the game. So I'm going to put some credits on it. The game is loading, and we want to see how good JT is playing this game. Now, I'm going to turn the brightness up a little bit. There we go. So, what you do is you put in the highest price you will pay for this board. The highest price. Whoever is closest to the price, right on or slightly above it, if nobody actually guesses the right price, will win it. So right now, our high bid is Tony at 60. Our low bid is 5. I wonder if the $5 one will win. And PCB Junkie put it as 0 bid. That's not too bad. But that's, you know, that's a good price. A 0 is a good price, you know.
What's your favorite game?
Mine? No. Mr. Do, the beautiful distinction about Mr. Do, as all of you know, is every screen is different. The little apples have no rhyme nor reason. So there's really no pattern. This is the distinction is that the first game in a kit. The kit sold for $12.99. I think it was the price. You got the board, you got the header glass, a control panel overlay, and the wiring harness, and the amplifier. And then you basically put it in any game that you had laying around. Eastern Music in Town had made stencils, actual stencils that said Mr. Do, and it had green blocks on it, bricks. And they were producing them. They would drop off Froggers, any vertical game. Then they started converting horizontal games to vertical. These were selling really well. The kids were going bonkers for Mr. Do, because I believe this was also the first game. If you flipped a dip switch on the board, you could a little jewel would appear, and you could win a free game if you ran over the jewel. I think this was the first game. Anyway, Terry has started the countdown. Guess what? Nobody won. Nobody reached the price we wanted. Start the countdown one final time. We'll see if anybody really wants the board. Type in the price you're willing to pay. The high bidder is $90. We're going to find out if that's the high bidder. And we have another bid of Marty K, who bid $100. Let's see what happens. It did sell. That's the exact price we wanted. So Marty, you did win a working Mr. Do. If any of you look and see, that's a great price for Mr. Do, a working board. Let's see. Junior yes, this is our junior. We have a 100% working junior Pac-Man board to sell you. Now, here's the deal. It works perfect, but it will only work in a Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man cabinet. Now, you could put it in a Galaxian cabinet, but you'd have to add a couple wires for it to go up and down, because the harness is the same. So this is a junior pack.
It's the conversion board.
The conversion board to make your, see, it has a cute little color cartoon in the front. And let's see, oh, you know what? Is it on free play already? Yeah, it's already on free play. Yeah, switch 1 and 2 are on, so. This was my personal favorite out of the Pac-Mans. Because there was a lot to do on it, and it was very difficult. And I liked it more than Miss Pac-Man or Pac-Man Plus. Or Baby Pac-Man.
What you said to that guy on the phone.
Oh, actually, I didn't. I'm so mean. You know, people say I'm going to go to hell in a handbasket. Anyway,
We'll send you back.
Anyway, we have an offer of $75. This is an offer sale, right, Terry? So whoever the high bidder right now his head geek. He's going to be buying a working 100% Junior Pac-Man board for $75. Is it true? It's sold. A very low price.
Could have been you.
Gino, you could have bought it.
I know.
Nobody I can't believe it.
Gino likes my Junior Pac.
Hell in the handbag. That's what we should say. Anyway, the next one, is this a right price, Terry? The display. Let's see. This is a buy it now. This is a working 100% with just a very slight burn-in pinball machine dot matrix display. It's fully bright. Everything works on it. It will plug into any pinball machine from 1991 through 2007 or 8. It may go further than that. So it's a working, it pops right in, 2 connections, the power and the display. So all you have to do is hit the buy it now button when Terry flashes it up. Does anyone want to buy this board for $75? A working dot matrix display that you could plug into any pinball machine you have. The one you're going to take to the auction, take your color display, I'll put this one in instead. Doesn't look like there's any interest, but we're going to put the countdown timer on to put the pressure on. So here's the countdown. 15 seconds left. Will anybody buy this for $75? Terry, it doesn't look like anybody wants it. Nobody wants it. We should ask for a Pizza Hut for sale. All right, Terry, we're going to do something unusual. We're going to drop the price to $65, and we're going to try it one more time. Does anybody want to buy a working dot matrix display board for... Terry's changing the programming. She just has to change it. And there it is, $65. It did sell, and it sold to a new buyer, MJA 2500. Thank you very much. That was easy, wasn't it? It did sell, so it did sell. Okay, we are up to a Hunter Pcb. Did we take a picture of this, Terry? Gosh, I don't remember if we did. Wait a minute. Let me look here. Hunter. Okay. All right, here's the deal. This is a Hunter. 2 of the 3 boards. The soundboard is missing. That seems to be the problem with a lot of these. The board does work. It works. There's no top soundboard. It's got the cage. It powers up with a moving board. Oh, I know. Now I know. Okay. When you turn it on, it looks like it's in test. When you hit the tilt bob, you have this moving rug pattern on the screen. And that's all it does. And it's not in test. So it has a moving rug pattern. Okay? I don't know what that is. We never took the board apart. We basically brought this thing in, and we needed the top board for something else. So, we have a price. Ronald has offered $150. It does power up. We did have it powered up earlier. Yeah, it was yesterday. And the rug pattern is moving, so it's probably not a Z80, but I don't know what that means. But Ronald has jumped up to $170. By the way, the bidding resets, as you know. If anybody puts a bid in, it goes back to 20 seconds. 20 seconds seems to be a really good number for an auction. That's why we hated Facebook, because my God, it was endless. 60 seconds. And then somebody would make a bid, and then, oh my gosh, it was awful. Tim Hoffman, he's one of our regulars. He bought this for $180. Tim, I hope you get that going fine. I'm sure you can. But you're going to have an opportunity to buy some soundboards soon. Okay, we're up to a Mrs. Pac-Man PCB. I hope this fares better than the junior one. But I think Mrs. Pac-Man is just a set price. It's the right price. Yes, we're not going to have any of that bidding nonsense ever again. If you're interested and you want a working Miss Pac-Man board that has 2 brand new capacitors in. The stupid capacitors are $6 each. So it's got $12 worth of capacitors in the 5-volt section. Clean as a whistle. Everything's fine on the board. And of course, the best thing is it works. So I believe we have it on free play. I think the game comes up. Yes, it is. So here we go. And my expert, JT, is going to play it.
Ooh,
Oh, it's got the super speed chip in it, too. Just for fun. We added the super speed chip. Just because we could. And we did, didn't we? We did. So here it is. And we have prices going up. CUDA sales the high at $90. Our low is $65. We have a $95 bid. We started the countdown. So whoever guesses the right price or above it will get it. So does anybody look like they're going to get? El Proto is offered $100 for Mrs. Pac-Man with 2 new caps. Does it sell? No, it didn't sell. It didn't
How
sell.
much is your price, Todd?
Nobody wants it. Try it one more time. Terry's going to try it again. You're going to have to come up on this. If you need a Mrs. Pac-Man to sell to some yo-yo, to put in the game, to fix your location, anything, you are going to have to come up with more money. I don't think anybody is, so I guess this one goes by the wayside. It does. Well, unfortunately, I wanted more than that. It's not even close. So, it goes by the wayside. It does. We've been putting a lot of these, you know where these seem to sell, guys? We've been selling a lot of these boards on, what's the company? eBay. And if they usually don't sell here, we put them up on eBay. Now, what we have coming here is a DISCS. We have a minimum. Oh, it's already reached the minimum. We had a $200 minimum on this. Now, I have a picture of the board, of the gameplay. We did it on the Demo Derby. Can you bring up, Terry, on the image of the DISCS? And she's going to pop that up. There it is. Now, obviously, it's a reverse image because in the game, it projects through a mirror and it flips the picture inside and out. The board works fine, but I needed the soundboard.
Oh yeah, we're doing
For the, is that the boys? Oh. We had to, oh, is that Tom?
Oh my God, this is Tom, is it?
Yeah, ask Tom.
Oh, thank God.
He said-
I'm so sorry.
Just Tom is the one with our wireless mic. Hold on a second. We're going to figure this out.
Oh, that's, I completely understand. Yeah, where do you think it is?
A wireless mic.
Oh my God, it's in the blue container. The Frank's lunchbox.
Frank's lunchbox.
Of course.
Use mustard.
Yeah, it's like a cooler thing, right? Yeah, he's opening it now.
Frank's lunchbox. Oh God.
It's a big lunchbox.
Is it really in there?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh man. Of course it's in there. We're so
Oh, thanks, Tom.
He says thanks.
And tell Tom everybody's impressed by his cleanup job.
Everyone's impressed by your.
They love him.
I'm seeing it right now.
They love him. We didn't think of looking in Frank's lunchbox. Now, of course, Frank would have looked. Frank would have looked. Is it working?
Thanks. Sorry again.
Thanks, Tom. Is it working, Terrikins?
No.
Huh? It's not? Can you try it now?
Light turned off.
How are we working? Am I crystal clear? Frank's lunchbox. Who would know? Yes, that's true, Paul. 2 hours go by and it was 3 feet away. Well, I didn't think of looking in his lunchbox. That was the only thing in it. Why would he put it in there? Why did he leave it on the table where it was? Okay. Anyway, Kurt found a soundboard and screwed it on top, but it's not a Tron soundboard. The DISCS Tron needs a panning board because it has all that stereo. The Spy Hunter cockpit, there was a Laserdisc football game, NFL football. Believe it or not, Tapper and DISCS Tron used the panning board, and that allowed it for 4-channel. But Tapper was only 2-channel. I never understood that. And we have some Tapper boards that didn't have the panning board. So maybe they ran out of them. Anyway, that's what you're going to get. It's still in the cage. We never took the cage apart. Honest to God, we didn't. We robbed the soundboard off to sell the last DISCS Tron we had in that didn't have a soundboard. So we took the soundboard off this because we had already serviced the other board and cleaned all the chips. So you will be getting a working 2-board set, and we're going to give you this top board you can fool with if you want to, or just keep it as a... But you're going to have to get sound for it. The board will sell. We have $300 offered by Ron. We're going to start the countdown. Tim Hoffman has jumped in at $305 for a working DISCS Tron board. You will never, ever, ever find a board set for that price anywhere on Earth. The soundboard should be relatively easy to track down. You can temporarily use one without panning. The ROMs would be easy to burn. Tim Lindquist at $320. And that's because the boards, the 2 bottom boards, are different than the top soundboard. The top soundboard was standard. They had 2, maybe 3 variants of the top board. Tim is now the high bidder at $350. We're running out of stuff to sell. We're up to item 24. This is a 32-item auction, isn't it? Tim has jumped in at $375. There is a bidding war. D. Gromit has agreed. There is a bidding war. There has to be. There has to be something. We have to do something. Oh, Chris Frenchie's here. Kids go nuts for dusty old circuit boards. Listen, Chris Frenchie is the master artist that did all the artwork on the Munsters pinball machine and Batman and I think it was Black Knight 2000, was it? Oh, gosh, Chris. He's done all these wonderful pieces of art. Isn't it wonderful? And he did Todd. He did me. I don't have me on the back. You don't have me on either, okay? But and you don't have my shirt on either, you miserable. So, anyway, we have a top bidder of $430 from Tim Hoffman. We have 5 seconds to go. I'll show you something else Tim did in a second. In my office, if you can get on the right side, is the poster we have. Yeah, if you could bring the poster in, we're going to send it out to one of our customers, Rusty. Tim, you're still the high bidder at $450. There's 5 seconds to go. There's 3 seconds. It looks like, Tim, you're going to be the owner of this. Nope. Cuda Sales has jumped in and bumped the price up. So he wants it. So let's see. Stu Roro says, even though I'm not bidding, I have no reason to. I love watching this as a fan of old school arcades. Well, we're glad to have you here and in the chat. We have a lot of fun doing these. At least you learn something, too. You learn, Oh, my microphone. Okay. Cuda Sales is at $465. That's different. That's not. We always thought it was Darren Cuda, but it's a different man. So Cuda Sales is somebody else. It's not Darren. Darren, I think, watches, but he doesn't bid. Tim is now $475. You can still register. Terry keeps checking to see if anybody's registered. If you want to bid higher, then we give you $200 credit. You have to call us, and we have to confirm that you're a real person that is living and moving and breathing. So we don't have fake bidders. Tim now has passed over the $500 mark. Or actually, he's at $500 even. We have 6 seconds to go. I don't have any more DISCS Tron. So I will have Tron boards, but no discs. $505 from Cuda Sales. We're in $5 increments. So we're still going up. Tim has jumped up another $5. Tim, we're going to clean you out. Or Cuda. It looks like it's just you two guys bidding now. There are no new surprise bidders. 510 seems to be where it's staying at. 1 second, and a sale is done. Tim, you're the winner. Thank you very much, Tim. That's very much appreciated, and I hope you go places with that board set. This is what Chris Frenchie made for us. We finally got everybody to sign it. So we sell these for $8.99 plus the shipping. It's like $4 or something. We ship it in a tube, but we sign it. Now, Rusty asked me to sign this. Meet me in the bathroom down at the leather bar. Last stall on the end. Don't be late, sailor. Honest. Honest to God. So that's what I did. And he commented last night, because I showed this last night's video. He said I wasn't there. No, I wasn't. I was in bed. I can't be going to the late night leather bars at this hour. Actually, tonight we're going to go to Applebee's.
Close enough, right?
That's close enough. Applebee's is. Anyway, thanks for the bid, Tim. We're up to 25. Item 25. The next 3 items are the MCR boards. We're going to start with a top board. Okay? We have 5 different top boards. I didn't even attempt to put these together because I'm going to assume they were not working, and that's why they were taken apart. This is missing all the socketed chips, but everything else is there. So, and by the way, none of these are panning. These are the top soundboards. The board is clean. It's clean, but no socketed chips. Actually, the little chip has a socket, and that's in it. This next one does have 2 chips in it. There's Spy Hunter. 2 sound chips. I think Spy Hunter's 3, but they're the only 2 in it. Now, once again, it said here missing parts. Well, it's obvious it's missing parts. Oh, you know what? The socket up here, just like the other one that we showed you, the 2 Tigers, that socket must have come off. So it's missing the cover. So you'd have to put a new socket in the socketed chips. The third one says shorted component shuts power supply down. So something on this board, and this has the socketed chips. So something on the board, a capacitor or something, is dead short, and it shuts the power supply down as soon as you. So they didn't even try to figure it out. But guess what? Crystal is laying down flat. There she is. She's on all these boards, and the pins aren't all bent. So there you have a chance. I like this explanation. I see at B2 catches fire. I like that. Now this is Satan's Hollow. So this is a Satan's Hollow board.
Yeah, Satan's Hollow.
It does. This has all the chips. Every chip is in it. This doesn't use that socket. Well, I'm trying to see where what's it, B2. All right, here's B. Yeah, that's row 2. I don't smell anything. I saw the zoom. I don't smell it. And this was tested in 2018. And the last one, E2 Fire, 118. Well, I don't quite know what's going on. Now, these have, it's got 1 ROM, it's missing the other 3, and it has the processors. So anyway, there we go. We have $110 offered by Tim for 5 boards. So that's a little over $20 a board. Terry has started the countdown. We have 19 seconds to go. Actually, 14. Tim is the high bidder for the 5 soundboards. And we know 1 is Spy Hunter. And we know the Satan's Hollow is all there. Maybe it's something stupid. But new thing is a new bid for us. And then Ronald has jumped over new things offer. It's 1:20 now with 15 seconds to go. Is anybody else in for the run? There are still some seconds. Tim wants these at 1:30. So we're up to 1:30 now. I'm a board sniffer. Yes, I got to tell you, I've been sniffing. Smells like pennies and bleach. What does? Devil's lettuce. Smells like pennies and lettuce. Okay. Rooms are discounted for 4 days. Where's that? D. Grumman. I bet Ty would like to come to Northern Village and eat at Freddy's Bar and Grill. What sounds like fun? I'm going to guess that's a leather bar. I'm game. Okay, Tim Hoffman is at 160. Well, everybody saw my police force. The video police force, where I do visit the Blue Oyster. God. This is what happens when you get 65. I used to have a stall at the Blue Oyster. Yes, the Police Academy. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. Head Geek is 175 for the 5 boards. Tim is at 180. We have 14 seconds to go. And we are still bidding. We 180. Now he has one at the Dusty Clam. Oh, okay. That could be one. I wonder if they ever opened up a bar named the Blue Oyster after all. Do you think they did? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, Tim, you're the high bidder, 180. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I also want to do one more reminder. Terry, can you show the screen? Next Sunday, tomorrow, Sunday, I have a new video going up, a 45-minute video. Boy, we're going to have fun. The real Ghostbusters, we're finally going to ship his games. He must hate me. He's a Texas cop, and he collects games, but he hasn't been home to get them. So we did a video on his 3 games, Terminator 2 video, a 2-player real Ghostbusters, and a Marvel versus Capcom. And then Steve, who drove all the way from Ohio for his birthday, we spend the day and 2 days with him. We take him to Applebee's. He helps us with one of our sales a few weeks ago. That video's in there. And there's some more. Who's here? Timmy. You did come.
That guy, we called him and knocked on his door to put the plate back in. Got nothing.
Really? When you called, what did he say?
Nothing. We just talked to an answer machine. He talked to the answer machine.
Is up next.
He wasn't there?
No.
I called 3 times, and we knocked on the door 3 times.
Well, I told him we were coming.
I don't know if you told him a time or anything.
Well, in the late afternoon. Of course, it's evening now.
Check it out. I'm watching someone else's auction.
Somebody else's auction?
He's in California, though, so...
Why is he doing an auction over mine? Well, anyway, Peter's ready for you.
We can take that?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know if...
Yep, he's ready. So,
other direction?
yeah, that's $100. It should be in here. I'm going to run in. We found our wireless mic. It was in Frank's lunchbox. Peter's ready.
Thank you.
Were you staying overnight?
No, we'll go.
Okay.
Unless you need us tomorrow.
I don't know.
Just let me know at the end of the...
Okay.
How far is this guy away?
He's an hour.
Okay. As long as
He's an hour drive.
As long as he can as long as he's willing to take it.
Yeah. Call him. Give Peter a call. Just tell him I told him. He's watching probably. It's 8:57. Anyway, look, folks. May 2nd, Sunday. That's next Sunday. We will be answering your questions live, 3:00 Eastern time. You can chat, but we're going to be showing you the questions on the screen of everything you guys sent in. We got over 1,000 questions that ask me. Now, a number of them are repeats. But we're going to start with the very first response, and then we're going to go as far as we can go until we can't stand no more, something like that. So that's next Sunday. Tomorrow, we're going to have our video 1650, The Real Ghostbusters. It's about 45 minutes. So, there you go. All right, Head Geek has already taken a jump on the next item. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items left. And I think we had 2, but they weren't even close. 2 things that didn't sell, right, Terry?
Yeah.
Street Fighter didn't sell? Anyway, we may go back to them, but I don't know. So this is the middle board. Now, this is that magic board on the MCR system. If you have the middle and bottom board, not the soundboard, if you plug one plug in this side and you plug the video on this side, you can get a picture. You won't hear anything or be able to interface, but you should get a picture. This board is fully complete. It is a Tron. It has bad graphics. So, one of the ROMs is bad. I don't know. But it is fully complete. Now, look at the back. These are factory jumpers. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? So, I don't know whether this is factory work, but I don't know whether they were adjusting stuff or making this work. But it does work. The board does run. It's got a lot of oops stuff on it, resistors stuck to it, etc. So that's board 1. Board 2 is a kick or kicker. There's kicker. Now, it is missing a processor. That's a Z80 for sure. I don't know whether kicker uses that chip. That I don't know. Just don't know. But all the other chips are there. So I would assume the board does not work. That's a good assumption. This board, we don't know what is. There's no socketed chips. Actually, there are. No, I take that back. It's missing just the ROMs. All the socketed chips are there. And as Chris Frenchy points out, you saw his beautiful poster of me. Just the game ROMs are missing. By the way, remember Chris Frenchy's picture? Do you know if you wear this T-shirt where you take a picture in your room with this on it, the Facebook recognition program sees it, and it asks me to tag myself. So I'm tagging my face that's on a T-shirt. Now, that tells you an awful lot about Chris's work. Isn't that neat? Anyway, the next board is a Two Tigers. Now, Two Tigers was a ROM change for Tron. So if you had a Tron, you could buy their kit. They gave you ROMs. You took all the ROM chips out, the 6 ROM chips on this board, and then chips on the other 2, and you converted it to Two Tigers without the cassette player. And the last one is a big fat one. Do you look? See, Spy Hunter had so much crap going on. See the difference in size, see? So Spy Hunter had a lot of crap going on. The only thing missing is the Z80. The board is super clean. I would assume the board doesn't work, but who knows? But there you go. What's written at the top? Oh, middle rear. So somebody was, these boards, you had to have one turn one way and one turn the other. God, I get my hands on the designer. Tim, you're the high bidder at $175 for these 5 bids for boards, not bids, boards. We started the countdown. Tim, it looks like you're getting them. There doesn't seem to be any interest from anyone else except you so far. And the countdown's down to 4 seconds. 3, 2, Tim, you are the winner. Congratulations. The next set. Well, maybe you'll want the bottom board. Who knows? We have 5 bottom boards. Okay. All right, this is a Spy Hunter board that works. I wrote this note. The board runs, but there are lines in the truck and in the smoke. So when you see the truck, you see little jagged lines in them. And in the smoke stack, it comes out the smoke. So the board's running. So I don't know if it's a RAM problem or whatever. That's Spy Hunter. We have a $50 minimum on these. This board says runs but bad graphics. This is a Tron. So everything's in the Tron board. And it runs, but there's bad graphics. There doesn't seem to be any interest in it. I'm surprised. Okay, next board is Satan's Hollow. There's no note on it, but it's fully complete. There's nothing missing. Interesting, these have nothing missing. Nothing missing. All the socketed chips are there. Okay, well, Ronald has put a $125 bid in. Okay, the next board... two tigers. I see tie going on. So it's two tigers. Also fully complete. No notes. No notes. And the final board, oh yes, we have to have one. All the socketed chips are there except the 4 ROMs. So it's missing the 4 ROMs. So we have $125 for these 5 boards. Terry has started the countdown. So there is just 17 seconds left. Bobby Jackson has jumped in at 130. Ronald has jumped in at 150. So we have $150. Oh, Tim has jumped in at 175. 175 from Tim. Well, Tim, it looks like you're on track to get all 3. So we got 7 seconds left. What will there be any change? It doesn't look like it. 2 seconds to go. 1. It is done. Oh, no. Ron has... Oh, boy, he hit that button at the last possible section. He pecked that enter key, just like that. He typed in the 130 at the very last second. Oh, Tim said to hell with that. Oh, Tim's furious now. He's raging. So Timmy jumped in. Ron has jumped in at 195. Look at this. We are on. Tim's paying for Applebee's tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I hope he will. Can Tim buy us a new MC? Oh, nobody wants me anymore. Tim is at 210. 210 for Tim. Is the bidding going to go any higher? I don't think it can it? We have 210 from Tim. 5 seconds to go. We need to speed this up. Half price apps starting in 56 minutes. Oh, we'll be done. We're almost done. Tim is the high bidder. Thank you, Tim. You got all 3 sets. Look at that. I hope you get them running. That would be great. Okay, we are now up to a buy it now of the Miss Pac-Man. We came up with 5 different manuals. We have a Miss Pac-Man manual. It's fully complete, a little tattered, but fully complete. A rarely seen Super Pac-Man. I don't know what happened to all these, but we have a Super Pac-Man. We have a Junior Pac-Man. Now, these are thick. These have all the fold-out schematics in them. We have a Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man conversion kit to Pac-Man Plus. Isn't that nice? And finally, the original Pac-Man. Now, this is stained, but the inside looks fine. We have a buy it now price that'll knock your socks off. Who would like to buy all 5 manuals for $40? Does anybody want all 5? They have sold. Steven, you bought them.
You did.
Why? He bought something from me. Well, good. You could take them home, and I'm going to get $40 out of them. What is this? Oh, yes. Let me tell you what it is first. Actually, we'll show them the box too later. We have a brand new Atari. This is a nice heavy seat. This is an Atari seat. It has a metal frame, okay, and it has Atari on the front of it, and it's padded. It is brand new. We unboxed the box. It's nice and padded. It's a gaming seat if you have a cocktail table. Okay, this will fit beautifully on it. I look on eBay, and I see them anywhere from, I found one actually for $180 plus shipping, and then I found it for $200, and then I think the Game Room guys has it for $225 or something. It's brand new. in the box. It's not hollow. No, there's no. It doesn't open up. No. It has Atari on the front and back, as you can see. Frank's lunchbox. Poor Frank. Poor Frank. He's so big. But anyway, we have this as a. The right price. Okay. So you have to guess what we want for it. It is brand new. And if somebody guesses the price right on or is right over it, now remember it has to be $5 increments. You will get the seat plus the shipping. Obviously, this will ship in its own box, its own Atari box. So the cheapest we've seen it online is $180 something like that. Now remember, if you buy it from us and you buy other things, we can send, if we send UPS offers a discount when you ship 2 or more boxes at the same time. So the second box, they recalculate the pricing since you're sending several at the same time. The countdown is on. Will it sell? Let's watch the telescreen and see. It has sold. He guessed it right on the number. Actually, yeah, 150. Yes, 150. It is sold, brand new in the box, and Vandersnatch is the winner. Thank you, sir. And that will go in the box. If that's the only thing you won tonight, we'll ship it right in that same box. Thank you. I have my beautiful Genie. Genie. Now look, in the same spirit, because we're almost done, guys. We only have 3 items left. 10-yard fight. This is a buy it now. This is a working Tato or Tatio board, but it was released through Ireme. So we are using a connector that powers up. Oh, okay. Put it on Linda's desk. Yeah, then yeah, it's too bad that didn't happen. There it is. This is Kurt said he remembered we ran this game around, and it actually made money. It's a fun game. Kurt was pretty good at playing it, and I was hoping he would be here to play it. But we're going to put a price up on the screen. Terry's going to put the price up now. $75 buys a working board. It is sold. The games guy has purchased the board for $75. We're running out of things to sell, guys. We have 2 things left. 2.
Go back.
What?
Go back.
Oh, you know what? Do you want to go back to this?
Sure, number 7.
Which is what, honey? And what? We'll drop it $25. Okay. We're going to offer.
Oh, if I do, then you won.
Oh, well, no, we had to put it back up again.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Actually, do you want to just change it to a, well, we already said the price out loud. Can you change it to a buy it now, Terry?
Oh, sure.
We're just going to make the Street Fighter 2 a buy it now for $175. So Terry is changing it. She's going to put it up on the screen. Does anybody want to buy this board for $175? A working board. I have to turn it off and on because let me turn the board off and on. She's changing it now, and then you will be able to put in your bid. $175 for a working Street Fighter 2 World Warrior board. There it is. And start the countdown, Terry. And it looks like there's no interest again. You know, I think everybody watching, we have 164 still watching. They are all, no, Tim Dog is buying it. It's sold. So Tim Dog has purchased it. And we are going to do one final one, and then we're going to finish off with the last 2 things. Terry has brought back And we're going to make this a buy it now, Terry. Yep, it's going to be. It's going to be good. So we have a working Miss Pac-Man board. We want to get rid of everything. Here's the board. It works fine. And it's sold. Okay, it's gone. 1 1/4. It's gone. So and the board has new capacitors in the 5-volt section. So that's 12 volts or $12 worth of caps. So that's a nice thing they won't have to do. We have 2 items left, possibly some of the rarest ones you'll see. Kurt found an R-Type 2 PCB. So this is part 2, R-Type 2, and it is a JAMA board. It is very rare. I see them for crazy prices, and which I never understood. It is a great game, though. It is loading now. We have Hockeyist is the high bidder. It's got this really neat opening. It's actually got a great music score in it. And let me turn the brightness up there. Okay, now we're ready. I think this soundtrack is great. Beautiful graphics. Board is... Oh, by the way, the bootleg boards are selling high. This is a real, honest-to-God original board. All the boards were made in Japan, but this has the seal on it, the sticker from the manufacturer. So it's got the little hologram seal on it. So this is the real deal. It's not a bootleg. So Blues is now the high bidder. Can you zoom in on the seal? There's the factory seal right there. So it is honest to God original. You'll never find one of these. A nice thick hardy board set. JAMA and super rare. Tim is the high bidder. Tim again. You're back, young man. It looks like you won it. For oh, no. Jamie has jumped in at 500. He didn't even do 455. He just said, the hell with this. I'll make it an even 500. Tim says 505. 505. That's the high bidder. We got a new bidder. Brandon has jumped in at 510. 510. Tim is getting a home equity line of credit right now. Well, I'll tell you what. Wasn't that a great soundtrack? So I think it is. Tim is the high bidder at 515. There it goes. It's end. Jamie is a new bidder. Jamie, 550. 560. Jamie was verified? Good. So Jamie is our new bidder. We added some new people tonight. Tim has jumped in at 565. $1,000 and Todd gets an extra dessert. I don't actually get dessert at Applebee's. I get steak and 2 sides of broccoli. And I have my alcoholic beer. Well, God, Jesus, you just don't stop, do you? Does he, Gino? You got Gino all red in the face. You're upsetting the boy. Okay, we have a winner. Tim, my goodness, Tim. A home equity line of credit. Huh? Thank you very much, Tim. I appreciate it.
Jamie also asked why it was jumping when he was putting his in.
What was jumping?
The timer. So explain 20 seconds.
Oh, it was jumping. Right why the timer resets at 20 minutes.
Oh, well, yes. It's a 20-second countdown, Jamie. And then if somebody makes a bid, the program automatically resets at 20 again and starts counting down. So you have 20 seconds. The 20 seconds is a lot of time to make a final decision. But well, we have to get all the money. Well, we're up to the last item of the night, which I think is the rarest thing of all. We've been actually watching the disc on a regular basis. You've actually seen it. We have a Laserdisc set up behind the a Laserdisc player from one of the video games. Can you show the player behind the there? It's actually running now, but we just have to change the source of the screen. Tim loves his Heiko. Yes, we do like the Heiko system. Adam, we have one more item. You got to stay for the last thing. And then, of course, we'll talk about next week. I'm hoping which one it is. There's a $300... which one is the top button?
Not now, huh? You gotta close it first.
So menu.
Okay, let's close the menu.
One button above the one you're touching.
I am pushing that.
I guess keep pushing it.
There we go. The player is not included because we'll be selling the players with other stuff. Wait a minute.
Oh, it was working.
No, I was trying to find the volume because you can't hear it. I hope the next one. Oh, shit.
You gotta go to the source. You're on the channel. The top one, right, Gene?
Yeah, top one. Back to AV2.
Up above that.
All right, let me turn this off.
There you go.
Okay. Let me find the volume. It must be down here. Crap. All right, now it's showing you. I'm going to start the player over. The record starts at the beginning. So I just turned the machine off and on, and it starts on the title of the show.
A game that keeps you on the edge of your toes. By controlling the joystick and the action button, you determine the fate of Cliff, a lovable outcast in his quest to rescue one beautiful, breathtaking lady. But one mistake, and you've blown it. Will Count Draco strike the first blow? Will the princess be forced to marry someone she can't stand?
No! That's even humor in '83.
Will Cliff get stuck in a trap door for the rest of his life? Or will our inventive international hero leap to the rescue, only to be caught hanging around again? Whether Cliff continues his fight to give hope to the helpless is in your hands. Good luck.
And now the gameplay starts. So this is the start of the game. And just like Dragon's Lair, you have to hit the buttons. You ready to go? You have to hit the buttons and make the right moves. If not, you go to the dead screens.
Oh no! Millions, trillions. It's counterfeit.
Now these are where you die. So if you miss it, the Laserdisc head would skip to these deaths. Now watch, he dies again. So you didn't make the right move, you didn't make the right jump. Something happened. So basically you have a whole disc of fun. Okay, let me switch back so I can see. So, oh God, I have to sell this disc I have to make a payment on the Lexus. Okay, let me. Oh, go good. You're off?
No, not yet. I gotta. We helped him load, and then we gotta get the other thing.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, now let me go back to the. Anyway, there's the video. Now the disc, or as Timmy likes to call it, the record, right, Timmy?
What is it?
The record.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite saying.
This is a LaserVision LaserMax, and I'm actually not sure.
You say record or record?
It's a record. Let me get the disc out.
Did you say your doctor has to touch your rectum in the morning? Don't lick it.
And let me switch this back. I'm trying to get it to go back to Terry.
Yeah, that was.
Hey.
I could just tell you. You want me to just tell you? Or keep playing the video?
I'm just trying to get the disc out. I think I have to hold it.
Play the video again.
Huh?
Show it on the screen, then come over here and talk while you're.
Oh. Well, I could.
A game that keeps you on the edge of your toes.
Okay, I see what you mean.
This way it won't be lagged.
Okay, good. So here's we go.
How do you get on the edge of your toes when you do this?
The edge of my toes. So anyway, we have a $220 bid on this Laserdisc record. And the countdown has started. There doesn't seem to be any interest. The reserve hasn't been met. Well, there's interest, but there's... So I guess it's not as desirable. That looked like you're behind, didn't it?
That's usually when you look like at the doctor's office when it says
The reserve didn't come. It didn't even come close. My goodness. So I guess there's just no interest in this. The wretched record. I'm gonna take the disc out, and right in front of your eyes, I'm gonna break it in half. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take this and smash it. It'll be worth 5 times as much. Well, I think we had a lot of fun tonight. I think is it do you think it's this one? There it is. We're back. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any interest in my record. Nobody wants my I was actually going to throw this in. Now somebody very carefully wrote on here, Cliff Hang. I was going to give that at no extra charge. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add the E and the R. Anyway, I hope you all had fun tonight. I certainly didn't. I did.
I know Sean and I did putting that Mrs. Pac-Man over three fences.
It wouldn't fit. You know what else game? He wanted that Atari driving game in there, that big green thing.
He said, "Oh, is there any way that you could break it down where we could fit it in there?" I said,
Yeah, I know he asked me too. He said, break it down with a sledgehammer.
It's made for commercial use, not really made for the application that we're trying.
Well, he had some arcade one-ups. I don't know if you're aware of this. We supplied a Star Wars to the arcade one-up people. That's how they fashioned their arcade one-up Star Wars off of our machine. So they bought that from me. They were in here yesterday. Arcade one-up folks were here. They're probably going to trade the Star Wars in. Guess what their next project is? They're going to make an arcade one-up shuffle alley. That's right. Well, they're buying one. They're gonna judge
Jump
it.
Master.
No, it's going to be wonderful. They're going to, instead of 9 foot long, they're going to make it just 1 foot long.
So
I don't know what they're going to do.
Like
It'll be rather interesting to see a concept, an arcade one-up shuffle alley.
It's going to be like that game we had before. Play with the screen. What about bags?
Oh, what's that?
Bags!
The arcade one-up shuffle.
The Parker Bowl system is what he's talking about.
Did you all have fun? So tomorrow we have a edited video, 45 minutes. It's a lot of. I think it's a good video. It's processing now, and it passed the copyright. I have a Ghostbusters sequence in there, so I had to make sure it did not get zapped. That I'll put the slide up later tonight. That'll be tomorrow. We're going to run that video in the late afternoon so it doesn't run over the Oscars, because a lot of people are going to be watching the Oscars. And if you won on tonight's auction, we're going to send you a bill you won't forget once I add in all the shipping, either tonight or tomorrow. Next Saturday, our best offer sale 32. Over a year of best offer sales. We've had more best offer sales than anyone in the world for arcade games. And what tomorrow the video is going to be in the late afternoon. I'm thinking 4 Eastern, because the Oscars start at 7. I guess the pre-show. And, we want to run the video and then get out of here. Right, Terry? Terry's my assistant. And I want to thank my helpers tonight. We have Gino and JT. Both of them. That's you.
They didn't ask for the crazy guy with the pink shirt.
I'm paying Todd right now for my treasure.
How much were these? $70?
$40.
$40.
My beauties.
Now, where's the money?
It's going in your virtual.
Oh, you're PayPaling me.
Straight from the game.
Basically, you're getting nothing.
Oh God, PayPal. Thanks. I'm sorry we couldn't comment. I'm sorry we got started late. We were looking for this, and it turned out to be in Frank's lunchbox the whole time. And cottage cheese. So anyway, we did find it. So. Well, at least we had this mic to substitute. That worked out. Not way we wanted it. I think we had a lot of fun tonight, and we're ending later than normal. It's 9:30. We would have been on 9 if everything had run smoothly. It should have. Anyway, see you tomorrow. See you next Saturday for Best Offer 32, and next Sunday. Terry, can you put the slide up for a second? Next Sunday, make sure you do this, and tune in 3 o'clock next Sunday for Answer Your Many Questions. I'll just delay it another month if you're not careful. I can make it June 2nd. So we'll be doing it live. We'll read everything and show you the questions and stuff, and you can chat. But we're not going to answer chat questions, just the ones you guys sent in 2 months ago. And now, Terry, we are ready. Can you figure out where the end credits are? Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks to Gino, JT for helping, and of course Terry, and of course Timmy and Shawnee. Yes, he's going to get a massage as soon as the camera goes off. Good night. Thanks again for watching tonight, folks. This video will be available for you to view again and also read the chat. Good night for now.